Well, howdy there pluckers, I've a sore fingers again with you. Thanks indeed for joining me for hopefully an interesting lesson. This one is a request I've had for some help on a song called This Summer by a band called Squeeze. Apparently there's no information online in YouTube, the tabs etc. for this song, so I've been asked for some help. So I've had to listen to the song and this is what my ears tell me is being played. Okay. So standard tuning, no capos, doing it the same key as Squeeze. Okay, so I'm going to do it in sections. I'm going to go through the intro, the first verse and the first chorus for you, break that down and show you exactly how I played it. Then there's another verse and another chorus after that, played exactly in the same way. Okay, and then there's a middle section, a sort of a bridge section, which I shall go through and break down as well. And then it goes back into the chorus basically after an instrumental, which is the same as a verse. Okay, so you'll have all the bits you need to put the song together yourself, hopefully. Okay, so anything I do will be purely for reference. The intro is actually played in the style of there's a lead guitar over the top of it, and it's in the style of Hank Marvin and the Shadows sort of sound. Okay, so I can't obviously play all of it. I'll play a little bit of it to get us going, and you'll have to imagine the rest. Okay, so hang on, it's got some female company here, or feline even. Right, okay, here we go. Oh, let's do that again. Sorry, I'm distracted by my cat. Okay. Age's mouth expresses thoughts of how we shared those fun fairy days beneath the brightness of the night. I threaded my head like a sardine can, the summer that began to blow. This summer there won't be a cloud in the sky. I'm so made up I feel like I could take off and fly. This summer we pulled up all the sheets of my bed. I'm so happy I can't get you out of my head. This summer I am so in love with you. Morning passes by. And they have it going into the second verse, exactly the same to play as the first verse, okay, except a little bit shorter. And then it goes into this chorus again, this summer bit, okay. So let's break that down for you, and then I'll break down the bridge section for you as well. So it starts off with this, obviously, just to get us into the song. That's the very first part of the Hank Marvin bit, okay. If you want it, it's I'm playing it up on the 15th fret of the top E string, down to the 13th, down to the 12th, down to the 15th on the 2nd, and then the 15th on the 3rd. Okay? Okay, and then the intro is basically G minor, 3rd fret. You can play it as a bar chord if you want. I'm playing it as a simple, barring the first 3 strings on the 3rd fret, and the 5th fret of the 5th string and the 4th string. 2 other fingers, and that's G minor to F to C. I'm playing a 4-fingered F. You can play a simple F or a bar chord if you so wish, as long as it's an F. Alright, G minor, F, C, and then they make it suspended by putting the pinky, the way I'm doing it anyway, pinky on the 3rd fret of the 4th string, the D string. So on, so it's, and then you repeat the G minors to F to C, okay? So it does that twice, and then you've got Hank Marvin playing over the top, okay? Got to imagine that. So the whole intro. Goes into the verse. This is where it's slightly unusual. It starts off with a C minor bar chord, 3rd fret, minor shape, okay? Raining gauges, and then it goes to a C major, quite unusual. Gauges, and the way I would play it is probably, if you can play a straightforward C there if you want, but it's because you're here already, it's probably easier to play the lazy sort of bar chord version of keeping, because you're on the bar 3rd fret anyway, keep the bar on the 3rd fret and either use 3 fingers to play the 4th, 3rd and 2nd strings on the 5th fret, or use a single finger of either your 3rd or pinky, some people use their pinky, to bar the 5th fret on the 4th, 3rd and 2nd strings. I'm using my 3rd finger, okay, so it's raining gauges, mouth, back to C minor, mouth expresses thoughts, and then it's a very quick change, you go straight to F minor, again, play a bar chord, simple F minor, barring the first 3 strings on the 1st fret, 3rd fret on the 5th string and the 4th string, or you can play a bar chord, okay, so it's up to you. So it's brain engages mouth, mouth expresses thoughts of how we shared those funfair rides is A minor, rides. And this is it's another strange, a little unusual bit, I think it's strange, unusual shall we say. You've got to do a rundown on the 4th fret of the bottom E string and then the 3rd fret at the bottom E string, okay? So what I'm doing is I'm holding the A minor, so it's I'm doing that, so I'm using my pinky to play the 4th fret, bit of a stretch but it's possible, of the bottom E string, hit that and then move it down to the 3rd fret and do it again. So so far we've got this. Brain engages mouth, mouth expresses thoughts of how we shared those funfair rides. Okay, and then we go back to the F minor, beneath the brightness of the, then we go to a C chord, night, another strange bit coming up. Okay, so far, brain engages mouth, mouth expresses thoughts of how we shared those funfair rides. If there's another, back to A minor from the F minor, back to, no, the F minor, second time it's C, okay, the night is C, and then what you've got to do there is, so it's oh, sorry, I've got to get into it, sorry. It's like, so the first bit is, so you do one strum, and then you do another strum, and then you put your pinky up to the 4th fret of the 4th string, the D string. It's a bit unusual, this. So you go and then go down to the 3rd fret with pinky. So 4th fret, 4th string with pinky, keeping the C shape. It's a bit of a discord, but that's how it is. Down to the 3rd fret, then take it off, pinky off. So it's right, bit of a slight pause, and then you hit that again. That's right. And then you go, put this first, keeping that 3rd fret of the 5th string there. You have to take that 2nd finger off. This 1st finger goes up to the 1st fret of the 4th string, the D string. Okay, so far we've got, this is a bit difficult to explain, but so coming out of the F minor, so you go C, lower that 4th string down from the 2nd fret to the 1st fret with this 1st finger, and then take it off, so you've got an open 4th string, hit it again, so it's and then you go back to the C minor for the next part of the verse. Time to grab my head. So let's try and go through this slowly for you. It is quite an interesting part, but quite difficult. Okay, so brain engages mouth, mouth expresses thoughts of how we shared this funfair ride beneath the brightness of the night. Time grabs my head, time sardine can. Back to F minor, summer that began, A minor again, F minor, as put on the calendar. And the second time round it just stops on that sudden sort of definite stop. It's like F minor, as put us on the calendar. Stop. Okay? It's a bit tricky to show you that. You get that? So that whole, the first time you do it, it's back to C minor. Okay, so we'll just do the whole verse for you again. Okay, do the whole thing. Okay, slowly. Brain engages mouth, mouth expresses thoughts of how we shared those funfair rides beneath the brightness of the night. I hit the head like a sardine can. The summer that begins to burn has put us on the calendar. Okay, hopefully you'll make some sense out of that. Okay, then it goes into the chorus and it goes this summer there F to, this is an easier bit, F to G to C. Okay, this summer there won't be a cloud in the sky, and again da, 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 F to G to C. Now it changes to G minor to F to C. Okay, second half G minor F to C. It's two lots of F G C, F G C. All right. Then G minor F C, G minor F C. Okay, so this summer there won't be a cloud in the sky. I'm so made up I feel I could take off and fly. This summer we pulled off the sheets of our bed. So happy I can't get you out of my head. So this summer I'm, then we go up to this summer, last line of the chorus. This summer I'm E flat. 6th fret bar chord, butt shape, the usual thing of the barring the 8th fret of the 4th, 3rd and 2nd strings with the single bar or 3 fingers, whichever you want, and E flat anyway. Okay, so that's coming out the C. This summer I'm so into a B flat, 6th fret bar chord, major shape. Love, G7, 3rd fret bar chord, major shape, pinky off, and then into the C, and then it goes into C minor again for the next verse, exactly the same but shorter version. It's the second half of the verse that we just done. Okay, so it does the stop bit. Okay, so the second verse is shorter. It's mornings passes by as curtains hide the sun, nights we spend out of control, fly too flat around the pole. Stop, and it goes into the chorus again. So it's a shortened verse. Okay, so let's just have to go through the chorus again. So this summer we F to to G to C, and some made up by F to G to C. This summer G minor to F, F to C, da 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 da, G minor to F to C. This summer I'm E flat, so B flat, so G7 with C. Morning passes by, and then I'll just do that verse I've just shown you. Okay. So the only other thing I've got to show you. So after it does the second verse, it does the chorus again, exactly the same. Ends up. So the second chorus comes out, and you end up with that C. Last line, this summer I am so in love. G7 is the same as it was before, but this time we go into A flat. Okay, 4th fret major chord. I see the sheltered lights to F minor. So it's A flat, see the sheltered lights, F minor, and G7th. Hear the music in the breeze. A flat again. When we're skimming stones through F minor. Nice. It feels so. G suspended 4th. Okay, so it's a G major chord with pinky on the drop down from onto the 3rd string, 5th fret. So it's a G chord, major chord. Move that pinky down to the 5th fret of the 3rd string, G suspended 4th, okay, and then back to G, 7th. So that whole middle bit coming out of the second chorus, it goes E flat, love with, so it's this summer I'm so in love, G7th, and then up to A flat, 4th fret major shape. I see the shelter skelter, F minor lights, and at G7th, hear the music in the breeze. A flat, we're skimming stones to F minor lights. It feels so, G suspended 4th, G7th. And it goes into an instrumental verse, the same as it would be to sing it, but it's instrumental. Then it does another chorus, and it just finishes off with that usual line where it goes, in summer I'm so in love with you. Then there's a few G minor to F to C, stops on the C. Okay, does a couple, I think it's 2 or 3 of those. So G minor, just, and it's a bit of the intro, like it's the Hank Marvin bit. Yeah. Does a few of those and stops. Okay, and that's it. There's nothing else in the song I can think of that you need to know about. Okay, so that's it. You've got all the bits you need. So the little bit again: A flat to F minor to G7, A flat. Skimming stones tonight, it feels so good, you're with me. And it does an instrumental verse after that, exactly the same as if it would be to sing it, but played on the guitar, like Hank Marvin style. And then it goes back into the chorus again, which you've gone through a couple of times now already. So hopefully you have all the parts you need to play that. Quite tricky in places, but there you have it. Best I can do. Thanks a lot. Bye for now.